Well, good morning, everybody. How's life on a Wednesday? So, yeah, Wednesday, what is this? February 23rd. Good morning, Julie, Stu, Tom, Chip, John, Joe, Dan, Chewy, Ron. How you doing up there? I say up there because you're the last person I can see. Gavin, Ron, good morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Hey, let's don't get caught up in any kind of hype today. I know the market is up. Uh, I can see that. If see where our little red arrow is, I'm going to keep this on. This is the way I keep my chart normally during the day. Pre-market, I usually come over here and that turns it into live right now. And during the day, I take that off. I'm going to look at these charts today with it off because I see some charts. You know, they're making these high moves, low moves, and I just don't want to get hyped up this morning. So nothing has changed from last night or yesterday's close. We still have a bearish H pattern setting up here. We do have what could end up being a double bottom, absolutely, and we could see price move a little bit higher, but we're going to need to see that. Be careful not to get caught in the whole fear of missing out, bottom picking thing, and then get stuck. Because until we put in a low, high, higher low, and then break out of that higher high, uh, we just don't have anything yet. I know it's nice. It's nice to turn on CNBC and see the Dow up 180 points. I mean, it's great to do that, but I say be careful, don't get caught in that. Trendicator is still down. I think the little caution needs to be out there. Let's take a look at the VIX. I had an interesting comment on YouTube this morning. Somebody asked me, I think it was something like, when the VIX is high, is that time to buy? I've heard of people doing that. I disagree with that 100%, maybe 1,000%. See, the problem is we don't know what high is, just like we never know what low is in a chart. So, you know, as an example on the VIX here, we've come all the way down here from about 18 bucks. We rallied all the way up. Ooh, wow, there we go. Rallied all the way up here to 38 bucks up here at this high. So the question is this where it was high? Now I got to remember that candle wasn't there back here. So as this candle is created, is that high? As we came up to that resistance level, is this high? Where's the high? Okay, where's Waldo here? And so I totally disagree. When the VIX is high, it's time to buy. If you get the price action, that's different. But just to say when the VIX is high, it's time to buy, I'd be a little careful with that. Take a look at the weekly chart here on the VIX and check out this bottom this thing is forming. That's a real nice rounded bottom. I mean, that really is. We can look at the tops, and the tops are doing the same thing right through there. So this just makes me want to be super cautious in the market. I think if you're a swing trader, this could be some of the best times to trade actually. But you've got to be on your toes watching the market. You really have to be on your toes. Relief rallies can make you a bucket of money, but you can't get caught in that lordy, everything's going to fly higher. Okay, you can't do that. Just stay on your toes here. So, all right, let's take a look at some charts really quick. ABBV, that's actually up this morning a little bit. We bought that yesterday. It's still a buy. Anything inside the buy box here is still a buy. I didn't put any target lines up. I wanted to do something just a little different day, shake things up a little. If we just come up here and say a 10% move, just a simple 10% move, that puts us about 160 up there. And then if you look, just take a look at the Trendicator where we changed, where we are, where we start, and let's look at price. You know, there's a 10% move. Here's the Trendicator turned. And if we go to those highs, there's an 18% move. So you see 10% is very doable. And as far as profit taking goes, you know, there's 101 different ways to take profits. If you want to put some kind of Fibonacci target on there, you can certainly do that. I mean, that's pretty easily done if you want to follow that. So there's 101 ways to take profits, 101 ways to buy a chart, 101 ways to look at a chart. SYY, I almost bought this yesterday. I still may buy it today. I see it's up here a little bit this morning. We might be getting that 3/8 trap breakout. We're coming from a massive belt hold bullish engulf here. Rallied up, pulled back, rallied up, pulled back. Might be a nice little buy area. Target wise, you know, the first thing I'm going to be looking at is getting through this May high, the highs in May 2021. After that, an easy, well, there's a 10% move about right there. That's actually less, up higher, near $100 on this. FTNT, let's take a look at a short here. FTNT put in a bottom. It rallied up through the 50 period moving average, and now it's starting to come back. What I would like to see is a little bit of a rally up and then look for that short in here. We have a little bottom that created this rally up here, and we may need to come back and test a little more. What I'm looking for is around 282, some change in there. But a nice little pop on, you know, that hype this morning. Hey, the market's up. A little bit of hype, maybe pop this up, might look for a short in here. I'm going to be watching the green and red dots and the T line in here, and certainly watching price. Coke looks magnificent, if you ask me. Coke looks magnificent. Nice little hammer off the 50 period moving average. Trendicator is now green. Big bullish candle here. Ate up a couple of dojis. We have a little bit of a pullback. This might be a nice little opportunity right in this area here. And then watch your profits on the way up. Always take profits into strength. That's something I tell myself all the time. And I forever leave money on the table. Just, you know, I don't figure it's my job to catch the top or catch the bottom. That's kind of a cheesy thing to say. The truth is, I can't catch the bottom or catch the top. I've learned I cannot do that, so I don't even try anymore. What I want to simply do is take a chunk of money out of the middle. Let's just assume that that's the top. That's all I want to do is take a chunk of money out of the middle, maybe. CHKP, I stared at this one for a long time yesterday, many times yesterday. Never did buy it. Looking good here. The reason I didn't buy it is overall the market was pretty crummy yesterday. And I did buy a couple others. So I just felt, well, I better not get too invested out there. Nice bullish trend. Trendicator looks good. Here we've broken out, rallied up, pulled back, bullish engulf. Let's get, these really have no value up there right now. So nice little trade maybe coming up. I'm going to look at something like this maybe as a buy area. And then let's better go the weekly here. If we take a look at the weekly chart, you can see that we have a top in here around 137. So we're going to have to get through that 137 before we can get the 150 up there. CVS, well, let me check this real quick. No, I'm going to put this back. So CVS is a short. Here's the 50 period moving average. All right, there, the blue line. So what we've got is prices gap down from the top here. Prices run to the downside below the 50 period moving average. Excuse me. The T line is now below the 50 period moving average, and the T line is below Trendicator. Trendicator's green. So in an ideal world, a nice little rally, get people to buy into that, and then boom, watch for that sell signal failing around that 50 period moving average. I say around because it could be a little above, could be a little bit below. This might be a nice short continuing to the downside. If we just come down to this low here, around $99, another target, especially if the market starts to sell off, could be around $95 here. FFIV. So FFIV right now, I'm looking at this maybe both directions. I'm keeping an eye on this. So if that was the wrong thing, here we go. If FFIV starts to break through 192.40, here's the weekly chart, then I see us moving down here to 151. You can see it's a weekly blue ice failure setting up in here. Now I say this could be both ways because there is a chance that this thing starts to pop up. And if it does pop up, then over about 204.30, this might be a trade up here, fill this gap maybe, and then we'll look for a short. It's really hard for me to get crazy about longs. It doesn't mean that we're not going to take them. It doesn't mean that there are not some setups out there. But I have to respect the overall direction of the market. For instance, the Qs here. I just have to respect that. CHD, possible short here. Let me get rid of all that. There we go. Possible short in CHD. We've popped up. We couldn't get anywhere. Great candle. I mean, fabulous. But we just could not get past that 104.30 area. We have a blue ice failure here. This is another one that actually could go either way. So we'll keep an eye on that. So here we have a double bottom. We rallied up. The trend is still way down, and I don't want to predict the turn. So that's just bad business. To me, that's just bad business to predict the turn. So I'm not going to predict that turn. What I'm going to do is wait, and we'll see if price can get above 89.80. That might be a rally up. That might be right there. If we start trading below 95.90, then it's just real simple. Come down and look where you see support. So 93 here. Oh yeah, let's put another one right in this area. 89 down there. AT&T is not looking the best for me. And I want to be long this, to tell you the truth. I really do. But I can't be long until the time is right. So I've got this on my permanent watch list. I'll look for shorting if it falls below. I'll look to trade long if it starts to trade above. I may have to just go with the 50 period moving average there. Above 24.50, it's going to be hard to keep me out of it. But above 50 might be the better trade right in here. Remember, when we're looking at trades, this is not necessarily the trade. For a lot of people it can be, but it's not necessarily the trade. If we get bullish, why not look at it up here? That means you don't have to make those silly mistakes and enter early, okay? Hey, OJS is asking what the blue ice failure is. Remind me after the market opens, things settle down, OJS, and I'll go over what the blue ice failure is. Alrighty. Hey, you guys take care. Thanks for being here. and we'll see everybody back in about 20 minutes, I guess. The market will be open. Take care.